Before the pandemic arrived, things were pretty much normal at MinSnap. Our mobile was out on the road as usual 7 days a week, and we were running 4 clinics from our headquarters here 4 days a week. We work with a sense of urgency every day because we have pet overpopulation breathing down our necks. So we want to get as many sterilizations done as possible to keep these animals out of shelters or being put down. When we were told that we couldn't operate anymore, it felt like we had the wind knocked out of us. What's going to happen to all these critters that can't get in for surgery? They're going to go into heat. Their owners are going to let them outside. Cats are going to get pregnant. We're going to have all these unwanted litters. And we already feel like we just need to keep going and keep going. Now we feel like we're even further behind. It's better now because we're open and we're running 2 clinics here a day, so we're getting a lot accomplished, but I still struggle to acquire the PPE that we need from day to day. We've had to change some of our drug protocols to adjust to the lack of certain anesthetic or pain-killing drugs not being available. So it's been a struggle, but we have all risen to the occasion and have run these clinics out of here, I think, pretty smoothly. And we've all managed to stay healthy as well. So it feels good to get back to doing the work that we were meant to do.
There's a lot of tension in the world right now. Everyone's seen the memes, about 2020 being like, a road that explodes right when you get to the, turn that you need or something like that. But it's been crazy, and I remember thinking when this first started, oh gosh, this is gonna suck for a while, but it'll be okay. And then thing after thing after thing happened. There's all this social unrest and inequality, and then it's an election year, and that always raises tensions too. So it just seems like there's this building of stress among everybody.
Zelda knew something was wrong for sure.
I was not very surprised by it happening, unfortunately. I was very angry about the steps that we're taking afterwards.
It's a hard feeling to kind of describe into words. The amount of frustration and fatigue and sadness that George Floyd, even his name, that just came to mind to me throughout that entire day. It was a really tough day.
Being black in America for 43 years, the painful aspect of it causes me personally, and I can't speak for everybody, but for me personally, there's a numbing that happens because you see it so often, and having experienced it myself.
The other part of the George Floyd murder is that, I don't know if everyone knows this, but white supremacists started threatening North Minneapolis.
When all the rioting and looting things started up, which got pretty close to home, I got more or less just prepared.
After the protests and riots started happening, that's when it basically became impossible to sleep at night, where I was, pretty much staying up to make sure nothing had happened to my house or nothing happened to the people around me.
It was really devastating to see this neighborhood tear itself apart, but at the same time know that people are hurting, and, uprising is the language of the oppressed, and it's so important that we be here for our community and that we continue to provide services for people here who need us.
I really hope that our human-animal bonds are just strengthened through this process. People are really understanding the value of pets now. in their homes during these really stressful times. And we're just seeing an increased amount of love.
At the end of the day, my life is so much better with Zelda. Like, I could not imagine my life without Zelda.
What I learned about myself is that I don't take isolation the greatest, even though I seem to be very isolated in most of my life and things, like as an artist and whatever. But yeah, I learned that that's not the truth. So definitely a saving grace having him there.
Cat is the boss.
Right. Cat is the owner. Cat is the employer.
You're the employee.
Right.
That's the best way to look at it.
And it's a great employment.
Yeah.
They offer great benefits.
Amazing
and
benefits.
they actually don't require too much from you, depending on the cat.
COVID definitely has changed my relationship with Jack. He's seeing me home a lot more often now, which I think he really appreciates. We get our daily snuggle in right around lunchtime.
He's a freeloader. He has no hobby or no job, so I have to pick up extra slack. Just kidding.
Yeah, I think the way we treat animals, I think there's a Gandhi quote that says something about, the way a society treats its animals reflects, their humanity. It's true. I think if we treat our animal companions with respect, that says a lot about us as human beings. And if we don't, that equally says a lot.
So many animals that need homes, and I think we can do our part to prevent that by spaying and neutering your pet.